So can we have a piece of advice, okay? And speak slowly, all right? And I'll ask you a question at the end, okay?
Yeah.
Jackie, I don't want the question no more. I appreciate it.
I'm gonna need to shorten this down.
Okay.
Right.
Are you ready to go? Okay.
Start.
Yeah, so if you just stand up there.
Are you able to click that next?
I can, yes I can, yeah. And are you able to record that? Are you recording?
Yeah, I'm recording. It's just down there, I think.
Alright, okay.
Wait, now have a look. Yeah, it's recording.
Alright.
Oh, now I'm getting nervous. Why?
Alright, it's okay.
It's fine. It's alright.
Right.
I'll stand up.
So this is my presentation on research and animal testing. The range of research and experimental methodologies. Research is the process of looking for information, facts, answers on a certain topic. It involves finding sources, asking questions, and studying information. There are two main purposes of research: information gathering, that's to gather information, describe and summarise; theory testing, understanding and predicting what might happen. Research has many values to humankind, such as it improves quality of life, improves achievements, satisfies human needs, and reduces the burden of work. There are two different types of research: primary and secondary. The purposes of research. Exploration. The purposes of exploratory research is to investigate an area or topic where there is little information or understanding. For example, if you want to look at wild animals' behaviours but there is no research done on it yet, the goal of this is to gather information and open up new ideas. Description. Descriptive research aims to describe characteristics of a population, circumstance, or phenomenon being studied. It is also known as the snapshot method. For example, if you want to learn about birds in a neighbourhood, you would look at the different species and the colours and where they live. The goal is to get a clear picture of the topic and share details without guessing or making conclusions of why things are happening. Explanation. Explanatory research aims to answer why and how questions. This looks at causes and reasons behind certain things. For example, they would look at why people decide to eat ice cream more on hot days. It explains the cause and effect. More purposes of research. There are two different types of information gathering. Exploratory. This helps you start learning about a topic that has little to no information. Descriptive. This focuses on gathering detailed facts on a specific topic. It describes what it is without explaining why. There are two different types of theory testing. Explanatory. This aims to look at the reason behind things, and it looks to understand why something is happening. Predictive. Predictive research focuses on the statistics. It uses data to predict the outcomes or the behaviours. It doesn't focus on why something is happening, rather what is likely to happen in the future. Types of research. Basic. This is about learning new things for the sake of the knowledge and not worrying about how it will be applied or used during the research. Applied. This is used to solve a specific problem that will have an impact. For example, researchers use a new drug to test on an animal to try cure diseases such as cancer or diabetes. The goal is to find a treatment that can eventually help humans. Developmental. This is to create or develop a product based on research findings. For example, they will test a new drug on animals to develop a formula to help the humans. More types of research. There are two main sources when researching. Primary. Information is gathered directly from the source and time. Example, surveys and interviews. There are two types of primary research. Quantitative is looking for data, numbers and statistics. That's like a survey. Or qualitative, how good and useful something is used, for example, an experiment. Secondary is information gathered from things that has already been wrote out of produced, such as books, magazines and newspapers, etc. Classification. There are three ways that we classify research. Library. Library researchers looking up information in books and articles. There is reading knowledge that already exists. Field researchers going out into the streets and finding data, or gathering data from people on the street. Laboratory researchers doing experiments in the lab to discover new things. Data is grouped into four main types based on methods of collection. Observational. You watch and record how things are done. For example, watching and recording the behaviour of animals. Experimental. Changing something on purpose to see how the subject reacts. For example, giving the animals a different dosage of medicine to see how their body will react. Simulation. Using computers to predict the outcome of an experiment. For example, create an experiment of how a drug would affect a rat's inside before actually testing it on the animal. Derived. Taking existing information and doing new research on it. A literature review. A literature review in research is a summary and analysis of existing studies and other articles that is relevant to a specific topic. It is used to understand what has already been found and done, what further investigation needs to be done, and it provides a background for the research you are looking for. Legislation. There are many legislations around research and experimentation in Ireland. Some of these are copyright law and intellectual property rights. This protects the researchers' information and ensures they have full control of what they have found. For example, if you publish information, this law ensures no one can claim it as their own. Defamation. This prevents false information that can harm someone's reputation. Data protection. This ensures personal information is kept safe and not misused, especially in research that involves human participation. Ethical issues in research. The basic principle within research is do no harm. This means that researchers must always prioritise the well-being and safety of the participants. Participation. People or animals willingly take part in the study. Consent. They get clear permission from the participant before the study starts and they want to take part in the research. Privacy. They respect the participants' personal space and information. They don't share their personal details with others. Confidentiality. This ensures the participants' information is kept secret and is only shared in a way that respects their privacy. Data protection. Keeping participants' information safe and secure. They must follow the laws around data protection and ensure data collected is used for its intended purpose only. Ethical issues. Continuation. Ethical issues within human participation in research. The ethical issues within human participation is that their rights and well-being are being respected. This includes informed consent so they know the risks and benefits of the study. They must also take their confidentiality seriously and ensure none of their information is being used for different intentions. They need to make sure the harm to the human is minimal and not going to affect them in a bad way. Ethical issues regarding animal testing. The biggest ethical issue within animal testing is how they are being treated. Many people believe that animals should not suffer for something that could be avoided with alternative methods. Even though animal testing has helped with scientific discoveries, people believe it is wrong to use them. Sometimes the animals undergo painful surgeries or get injected with chemicals, and people believe that it's not fair to make animals suffer for human benefit. Quantitative data. There are many species that are being used in animal testing. The biggest percentage we see are guinea pigs, rabbits and rats. An estimated 111 million rats and mice were used in an experiment in the US, according to PETA. In 2023, over 774,000 animals were held captive in the US laboratories to be used in animal testing. Over 90% of items tested on animals are failed human clinical trials. China is seen to be the biggest user of animal testing, with them using over 20 million animals a year. And every year 110 million animals are killed in the US, such as dogs, frogs, rabbits and monkeys, etc. And I found all this information on the PETA website. Maths and statistics. Sampling. Sampling is the process of selecting a smaller group from a larger population to represent that population. It makes it easier for them to get the information quicker, as that sample represents the whole group. Averages. An average is a way of finding the typical value in groups. For example, if we want to find the average age in a class, we will add all the ages and divide it by the amount of people. That's all.
You enjoyed doing the project?
Yeah, I loved it. I love animal research.
Okay.
Thanks for setting
Alright.
the standard so
Thank
good.
you.
You're welcome.
Could have went last at least, make all of ours look half decent.